So once you have your two shapes cut and maybe they've had to rest in between classes, you can take them back, and the next thing would be to go from shape to form. And this is a time where you really want to take your time. You will need to score and slip, and you will need, we do want to make the clay agreeable. We want to score, and sometimes I use just a little bit of moisture there, just a little, lightly, a light application of dampness. Score, 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 score. You know, if you score both sides, you're making the clay more ready to be joined. So I have my two sides scored and damp or moistened. Now I'm carefully putting those two seams or those two sides together, if you can see that. And I can move anything that's in your way, just be aware of that you can move. And now carefully modeling together that seam so that you don't even know where it began and where it ended. But you have to be careful not to distort your clay and overdo it. Sometimes just giving it a second to sort of get used to that new form that you're making. Notice I'm using my hands, and I'm really trying to get that circular form. Here is my base, and I would score, 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 score. And I'm trying to do this quickly, but you can take your time. You can really, work it very deliberately and very diligently. You know, the word diligently has the word gentle in it, and that's a good thing to keep in mind. Diligent, gently, diligently. I'm scoring because I don't want these things, when the clay starts to dry, it will shrink. And as it shrinks, it can pull away from anything that you've done with it. And then you can find that there's leaks, or there's places where, the clay is shrunk and started to crack. So there's all different points during the process that things can go in a different way than you hope. So at this point, because I have my form, I might even take one of the trays that we use for a palette, and again, just giving it a base so that I can bring it, putting the plastic underneath and wrapping the form, because maybe that's all you can do because we only have the time in each period to work. Sometimes it's greater or lesser, but if you keep the clay covered and you keep that plastic really hugging your form, it will preserve the stage of clay that it currently is.